Unong yalam kaliang persyaw Dr. Mukul Sangma mentakas ngi ula kentui ke sorkar jela ban penpai no e kepisa jong kinong siu khajana lada ke sorkar kam pendon kam ye kepisa. Ha kebakren he kinong thok kot kubor Dr. Sangma ulong ba ke sorkar ka belum ye ke khajana na kipai ba kadiban thep ye kepisa ba yo lum khajana sha kapla pisa jong kipai ba. Kadiban pendon kam ye ka na kebenta ka jing bah jong kipai ba. Lada ke sorkar kam le kumta kadiban penpai no ye kata kepisa sha kinong sha o khajana. Dr. Sangma uloong bakajela gadon hapding bun kijing Henry Kampen le jing much pangata. Kijing pelet jing much jong sorkar kolong menpen mentoy ye kiwei pat om yo pai pa.
Benefiting the state? Is it going to benefit the state? It's simple. We are talking about the interests of the state. We are talking about the interests of the people, the larger good of the state. And we are talking about not anything that is required to be done. We are talking about the money that has been collected from the consumers, from the people, from the citizens as tax. We have already paid this tax. And these tax must go to the government exchequer. This money which has been realized from us must be deposited into government's coffers. And if they decide otherwise, tax has to be refunded to the taxpayers. You and I, whoever has paid tax, while purchasing this petrol, is it doable by the government? Can they determine who are those who have paid the tax? They cannot. Therefore, it cannot be given back to those who have paid tax. To quantify how much petrol has been bought by whom, and therefore how much tax has been realized from whom, is impossible. Therefore, to give it back to the actual taxpayers is completely an impractical proposition. But here we are talking about tax realized from you and me as per the mandate of the law, and not depositing that tax to the government coffers, paid and who has not paid, because it is also a continuous process. Ensuring that all those who are required to deposit this tax, what has been realized, is a continuous process also. So hopefully some have been paying. But from what I see, from the various media reports which has come out to the public domain, is that there are quite substantial number of petrol pumps. And we will have to know exact figure, how many. There are two things. One is how many petrol pumps, and what is the quantum of tax that has been realized which has not been deposited and has not been therefore considered as having been paid by the petrol pump owners after collecting the tax. Petrol pumps who have collected them and have not deposited. So if this tax has been collected from us, it has been realized for the purpose of enriching the exchequer of the government, not to enrich the pockets of the businessmen, irrespective of who are the petrol pump owners, with no offense intended to any petrol pump owners, any businessmen. Because this may not be something which must have come as a proposal even from the petrol pump owners. It might have come from somebody who must be acting like a dalal. We have to find out. Is it inconsistent of the law itself? Let them come and tell me, then I will speak again. Which provision of the law provides that tax realized